Master Your Emotions, a practical guide to overcome negativity and better manage your feelings by Thibaut Meurisse is a self-help book that focuses on understanding and mastering the emotional aspects of our lives. In this book, Meurisse breaks down the concept of emotions, explains how they influence our daily lives, and offers actionable strategies for improving emotional management. The central idea is that we are not at the mercy of our emotions, and with practice and understanding, we can learn to manage them effectively. And Meurisse begins by explaining what emotions are and how they function. Emotions are natural responses to our thoughts and perceptions of the world. They can be positive, joy, love, excitement, or negative, anger, sadness, and fear, and they often dictate how we behave in different situations. However, emotions are not random. They stem from our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions. The author emphasizes the idea that emotions are not inherently bad, but how we handle them determines whether they benefit or harm us. Negative emotions, like anger or sadness, are part of the human experience and serve important functions. For instance, anger can alert us to injustices or boundaries that have been crossed, while sadness can signal a need for reflection or change. The key is to recognize these emotions without allowing them to control our actions. One of the book's key arguments is that our thoughts are the primary drivers of our emotions. Meurisse asserts that emotions are triggered not by external events, but by our interpretation of those events. For instance, if someone cuts you off in traffic, you might feel anger, but that anger arises not from the act itself, but from your interpretation of it. Perhaps you believe the driver disrespected you or endangered your safety. Change your thought patterns, and you can change your emotional responses. Now, Meurisse advocates for mindfulness and self-awareness as tools to identify and challenge negative thought patterns. Often, we fall into habitual ways of thinking that create unnecessary emotional turmoil. By learning to observe and question these thoughts, we prevent them from spiraling into negative emotions. Now, the book offers a range of strategies to break the cycle of negativity. Meurisse suggests that we often get stuck in negative emotional loops because of our unconscious mental habits. These loops can be driven by limiting beliefs, past experiences, or societal conditioning. The first step in breaking free is recognizing that you have control over your thoughts and emotions. Meurisse introduces the concept of thought filters, which are essentially the lenses with which we view the world. These filters can distort reality, making us focus on the negative while ignoring the positive. For example, if you have a scarcity filter, you may feel constant anxiety over money, even when your financial situation is stable. By becoming aware of these filters and actively changing them, you can shift your emotional state. The author also stresses the importance of self-compassion. Many people are their own harshest critics, which perpetuates negative emotional states. Instead of berating yourself for feeling a certain way, Meurisse encourages readers to treat themselves with kindness and understanding. This approach can help reduce the intensity of negative emotions and promote emotional resilience. Emotional triggers are events or situations that provoke strong emotional reactions. These triggers are often linked to unresolved issues from the past or deeply ingrained beliefs. For example, criticism might trigger feelings of inadequacy or anger if you struggle with low self-esteem. Recognizing your emotional triggers is a crucial step in mastering your emotions. Meurisse provides a practical framework for managing emotional triggers. First, he advises readers to identify their triggers through self-reflection. Once you know what sets you off in your negative emotions, you can prepare yourself to respond in a healthier way. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can pause, take a deep breath, and choose a more measured response. This practice of emotional regulation helps break the cycle of reactivity. Building positive emotional habits. Now, just as negative emotional patterns can become habitual, positive emotional habits can be cultivated. Meurisse offers several strategies for building emotional resilience and positivity. One method is to practice gratitude regularly. Focus on what you have rather than what you lack. This can shift your emotional state from one of scarcity or dissatisfaction to one of abundance and contentment. Another technique is to engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Whether it's pursuing a hobby, spending time with loved ones, or engaging in physical exercise, positive experiences can generate positive emotions. Meurisse suggests making these activities a regular part of your life to create a buffer against negativity. Additionally, Meurisse encourages readers to reframe challenges and setbacks. Instead of seeing failures as personal shortcomings, view them as opportunities for growth. By adopting a growth mindset, you can reduce feelings of frustration and disappointment and replace them with curiosity and motivation. The role of environment and physical health. And Meurisse emphasizes that emotions are not solely the result of mental activity. They are also influenced by your environment and physical health. A cluttered, chaotic environment can contribute to feelings of overwhelm, while a clean, organized space can promote calm and clarity. The author recommends decluttering both your physical space and your mental space by simplifying your life and focusing on what truly matters. Physical health also plays a significant role in emotional well-being. Lack of sleep, poor diet, and a sedentary lifestyle can all negatively impact your mood. Meurisse advocates for regular exercise, a balanced diet, and sufficient sleep to maintain emotional equilibrium. Physical activity, in particular, is a powerful tool for reducing stress and boosting positive emotions due to its ability to release endorphins, the body's natural mood elevators. Now, in the final chapters, Meurisse discusses the idea of emotional freedom. Emotional freedom is the ability to experience emotions without being controlled by them. It means that while you may still feel anger, sadness, or fear, these emotions no longer dictate your actions or consume your mental energy. Achieving emotional freedom requires consistent practice, self-awareness, and a commitment to personal growth. Meurisse emphasizes that emotional mastery is not about suppressing emotions or pretending to be happy all the time. Instead, it's about developing a balanced, healthy relationship with your emotions. This process takes time and effort, but the result is greater inner peace, emotional resilience, and the ability to navigate life's challenges with confidence and grace. So to conclude, Master Your Emotions provides a comprehensive guide to understanding and managing emotions. Meurisse's approach is practical and accessible, offering readers tools to overcome negativity and build emotional resilience. By changing thought patterns, breaking negative emotional habits, and cultivating positive ones, readers can achieve emotional mastery. The book is a valuable resource for anyone looking to take control of their emotional life and live with greater clarity and purpose.